Hello everyone. So I welcome you once again on free advanced MS Excel course which is going on bi-analytics.org. I am Saurabh and today we'll be talking about tutorial number 14 which will be of sum if and sum ifs. We'll also cover average if formulas. So what sum if and sum ifs do is that whenever there is a data and say it has number of salesperson selling some products and we need to sum individual salesperson's results. So how we will incorporate sum based on some conditions that we will be covering in this chapter. Last time we talked about COUNTIF and COUNTIF's formula. Hope you all have done. So this is an extension tutorial for the same. So let's move ahead. When we talk about sum if formula, so the formula uses two arguments. First is range, which is the required argument. This is the range of cells that we want to apply the criteria against. Suppose there is a sales given to you and you have some number say 10, 100,000 and we can apply greater than 1000. Sum all the values which are greater than 1000. Criteria is the condition greater than 1000, red color, blue color, something like this. And then you have another called sum range optional argument. This is an array of numerical values, cell containing numerical values that are to be added together. If this is not given, the original range is considered as, which has to be sum. Don't worry, in this syntax, we'll do the practical example that will give you a better view how to start with. Then you have another formula which is called sum ifs. So there is a S. Now it's based on multiple criteria. Say I want to say that there is a salesperson 1. Tell me the sales done by salesperson 1 in the month of June, or salesperson 1, the product 1 in the month of April. So how that multiple criteria are being formed, we'll look into it. So it is again like sum underscore range which has to be done, then criteria range 1, criteria range 2, criteria. Don't worry, we will do it again. So let's move to examples to understand how we can do it. Look, this is a database we'll be working on. We have name, we have date, we have products, we have units and dollars. Fine. So these are the names of the salespersons. This is the date. This is the product they have sold. These are the units and these are the dollars. So we'll be doing these questions like dollar sales by each salesperson. So I need to identify this Betsy is again Betsy. So what is the total of the sales by the individual salesperson? Fine. Units returned. So say if units are less than 0, that will be considered as a return. So we'll sum up all the values that have been returned. Then you have total dollars sold 2005 or later. So we need to identify based on the date what is the total units when it has been 2005 or more. Fine. Then again you have units of lip gloss sold. So we don't identify how many lip gloss have been sold. Dollars of lip gloss sold. Dollars sold by not by Zen. So this time we want to calculate everyone dollars but excluding Jen. Fine. Lipstick sold dollars by Jen. Average units lipstick by Jared. So now we need salesperson also and we need lipstick also. So now there's a multiple criteria. So we have to apply two criteria and we'll use sum ifs formula. Lipsticks sold greater than $100 by Zen. This is another multiple criteria. So like we'll do each question and we'll try to answer these questions with applying the formulas. Now most important thing is that you should also download this file, pause it, and you can download the file from the website. I will share the link in the description, or after watching the video you can download the file and make sure you do it yourself. There will be two files, one will be template file and second will be the tutorial file. So tutorial file will have the formulas, but the template file will not have a formula, so you have to apply it. So what I want is start from the template file and write formulas on your own, because this is the only way you can learn Excel. There's no way just watching video. You have to practice out. And I'm giving you all these examples, everything for free. I request you that if you like this video and if you are able to learn something, make sure, please share this with all your friends who want to learn Excel. This will be a great help. So let's move ahead. Let's open our Excel file and we'll start doing the same. So look, I have a data available, the same data I was telling to you. Fine, you can see this. So I want to find the total dollars. So I say is equals to, I say sum if, fine, bracket open. Now I have to use the range. So say I have to apply this range first of all. This is my range, fine, and I need the condition. Condition is what? That it has to be this name, comma. Now I need to give the actual sum that I want to do. I want to sum of dollars. So I take this range, fine. And now I will close this out. So I got the answer. Simple. This much of dollars. Fine. So now there's one more thing we can do is when solving these questions, we can name our ranges that help us. So how do we name the ranges? Let's see. In this formula, what I've done is, if you see, is equals to formula text. So when you see, you have B5, B1904. So instead of this, I can name it out with some numbers or some name, and then this range will be have some name, and we will use them in the formula. So how to make a name range? What I can do is I can select my table, fine, and then I go into this formula bar and I say create from selection. Create from selection. When I click on this, it says create name was on the top rows. So I have top row transaction name, date, products. I say okay, fine. So what I've done is, let's see. If I select the name range, this is name, fine. So if I use the name range, it will work for us. Let's see how it will be done. So this time, what I'll do is equals to sum if bracket open. Now instead of selecting, I'll just write name, fine, comma. It has to be what? This one, comma, and I need the sum of the dollar range. This is my dollar range. So I say DOLLARS, dollars, bracket open. So here comes my answer. And now I can drag as usual and this will give me the answer. So smart thing is that every time I'm using the formula, it's using dollars and name. Fine. So this time in the COUNTIF last tutorial we did by range, by just selecting the range. This time I'm using range name in the formula. That is the difference. It makes very easy when you know the names. So let's start. Next topics. You have units returned. So what my condition is? Unit return will be when it is less than 0. Say this is -8. So I want to sum all the units which are less than 0. Fine. So I say is equals to sum if, it has to be a single criteria, bracket open. Now I say range. So my range is units. So I'll write units, UNITS units. You can see the colors. It changed the color, comma. My range is, it should be less than 0. So now in inverted commas, I say less than 0. Less than 0. Now inverted commas close. So this is my criteria, comma. I want to sum units only, UNITS units. Look, if I do spelling mistake, it does not change the color. Fine. in units. Now it shows the blue color. Fine. So now bracket close. Here comes your answer, minus 922. But what you can do is, because units returned has to be positive, so you can add minus also in front of it. So I can say minus sum f. So this will become 922. So there are total 922 units which has been returned. Fine. Now do next. Total dollars sold 2005 or late. So we have to apply a sum if criteria. We need to sum all the dollar value, but for those whose date is greater than equal to 1/1/2005. Fine. Yani 1st January 2005. So I say is equals to sum if bracket open. So now what I have to do is total dollars. Fine. But it is all about date. So I say date, D-A-T-E, date. Okay. So this is my criteria range. Now I say criteria. It has to be greater than equal to. So I open inverted commas. I say greater than equal to which date? I say 1 dash 1 dash 2005, and I say inverted comma close. This is my criteria. Now what I have to sum dollars. So DOLLARS dollars. Now I say bracket open, enter. So this is my value. Fine. Okay. Now the third question is units of lip gloss sold. Lip gloss sold. So this time I have to apply a criteria in the products one. Fine. So I say is equals to sum if shift. Now you have to apply. So I say product, comma. It has to be what? Lip gloss. LIP space GLOSS. So this is my criteria. Fine. Now I say comma, and I have to sum units. So I say UNITS units. Fine. And I close the bracket. Here comes my answer. Simple. So now next is dollars of lip gloss sold. It's same. Look. So this time instead of this, I have to what I have to apply. In the last time we did units sum. This time we have to do the dollar sum. Dollars. Fine. So I got the answer. Look. Now the question is dollars sold not by Jen. Fine. So I have to apply sum if is equals to sum if bracket open, but this time it is my criteria is first of all name, comma, and it should not be Jen. So I say inverted comma not equal to JEN, Jen. So I have set the range, I have set the criteria. Now what I have to sum? I have to sum dollars, comma, DOLLARS dollars. And now bracket close, enter. Here comes our answer. Now this is another lipstick dollars by Zen. Okay. So what we need to do is lipstick dollars by Zen. It means now there are two criteria. First is for product and another one is for names. So we have to apply criteria twice. Fine. And now so it has to be a formula sum ifs. Till now we were doing sum if. Now it has to be sum ifs S is equals to SUMIFS sum ifs. Bracket open. It says it asks first which sum range. So my sum range is I need to answer dollars. Fine. So I say I need to sum dollars, comma. But now, what is my criteria? Lipsticks. So I say product, comma, has to be lipstick. So LIPSTI, lipstick. We always know that text has to be written in inverted commas. Lipstick, comma. Name has to be what? Zen. So now my other criteria is name, comma, inverted comma, JV and Jen. Now if instead of name ranges, we were using name, we have to select again. So it's quite easy if we name our ranges. Fine. And so here we get the answer. Now there's a two things. It's a average unit lipsticks by Jared. So we have to apply average on units by Zaret. Yani how much unit as an average Zaret sold to our customers. So is equals to average unit lipsticks by Jared. So look, there is a criteria for product and there is a criteria for name. So we have to apply average ifs. I say AVERAGEIFS, average ifs, bracket open. So first of all, it says average range. So average range is units, comma. Now I say product lipstick. So I say PRODUCT product, comma, lipstick, LIPSTICK lipstick. Now name, it has to be what? Zaret. Zaret. Fine. And I say bracket close. Here comes our answer. Now you have another average unit lipstick, Zaret units greater than 50. So this time it has three criterias. You have to apply average unit for product lipstick, name Zaret, and units has to be greater than equal to 50. Fine. So let's apply again. Is equals to AVERAGE average ifs, bracket open. Now you have to apply average on unit, comma. You have to apply for product lipstick, comma, name Zaret. Now there's another, comma. You have to apply for units. And what my condition is, it has to be greater than 50. So inverted comma open, greater than equal to 50. Fine. Inverted comma close, bracket close, enter. There's some mistake I did. Average ifs unit product lipstick name units greater than equal to 50. Let's do it. So is equals to, let me check what I did. If I say control Z, average ifs units, comma products, comma lipstick, comma name. For me, look, everything looks good, but let's, instead of checking, let's apply again. Is equals to AVERAGE average. Okay, I think I did the mistake. Let me see once again if I can identify my mistake. Uh, my lipstick, where is lipstick? It's a small one. Let's apply the formula again, no problem. Let's work out. See what was the problem. Is equals to AVERAGE IFS average ifs. This is fine. Bracket open. Now you have to apply average units. So first of all, units. This is fine. Comma. You have to have a product. Lipstick. PRODUCT product. Comma. Inverted commas. Lipstick. LIPSTICK. Fine. Bracket. Inverted comma close. Now name. Comma. Name. Comma. ZART Zaret. Fine. Now it is all greater than equal to 50. Comma. Units. Comma. I see greater than equal to 50 in inverted commas. That has to be applied. Fine. And now say bracket close. Enter. Here comes the answer. Maybe there was some mistake. I don't know what mistake it was. But it's done. Fine. Now there's another one is lipsticks. I have to sum all the dollars of the product lipstick which are greater than 100 and done by Zen. So again, this is a multiplier criteria. I don't think there's an issue much. So is equals to sum ifs, bracket open. We have to do sum of dollars. This is fine. Comma. So what I have to apply is we have to apply product lipstick product comma lipstick. Then you have to apply. It has to be Jen. So comma name comma it has to be what JEN Jen. Fine. Comma. Now it says dollars has to be greater than 100. This is another point. So I say dollars comma greater than equal to 100. So I can just apply greater than equal to I did a mistake. So I have to do is greater than equal to 100. Any other conditions? No. So here comes our answer. Now it says lipsticks dollars less than 100. So this is same. I just has to convert the sign. I say control C. I go over there. Control V. This time instead of greater than equal to it has to be what? Less than. Aha. I pasted in the wrong cell. Control C. Let me go in this one. So control V. Now there's average units by gen. Now average units by gen. So now there's no multiple. It's a single criteria. So I say average if fine. I have to apply is equals to also first. Average if. Now what I have to do is average units. So first I have to give a range of my criteria. So it has to be range name, comma. It has to be what gen, JEN gen. And what I need to do is I have to do average of units. Units, fine. Here comes the answer. So this is way we have done it. Look, we have done so many examples that if you do it right now, it will take 15 to 20 minutes, but this will make you a complete practice and you will never forget how to use sum ifs, average if and average ifs. And this time I even taught you how to apply a name formula. So first apply a name with the help of selections, fine, and then do the formula, do this exercise. Most important thing is I want to know from you, if you have seen the entire video, which is your location. Please write location in the comments. I want to know from where you are watching this video. This is very important for me. This gives me inspiration and motivation. And make sure to download the files. Some people say they are not able to download it. Remember, you just have to log in on the website, which is bi-analytics.org, and you have to join the club for this business intelligence and Excel with Excel. So when you join this club, after joining the club, you will see the button how to go for it. If you want, I can even show you. Maybe in that some separate video, I will make how to work on the websites. But it is important is remember the website name is bi-analytics.org. First of all, sign up. You can sign in with Facebook also on the website. Once done, join the club of Excel one. And once you join the club, it is a one-time activity. Then go into the tutorial section, download the practice file, watch the videos, comment on the videos, subscribe the YouTube channel for next videos. Look, it is all about, look, what I'm trying to do is I'm making you everything free, but at least help me out in getting more audience. This is more important for me because you never know. I may get an opportunity to train someone in the corporate world, maybe someday opportunity for me. So I'm just teaching you because I'm also learning how to teach. This is my objective. Hope you will enjoy my videos. Keep learning. Thanks for what else I have on my this same thing, that open the website, join the club. Yes, this is very important. Share your learning on commenting on tutorials. What was your learning? How are you feeling the videos? I please comment on the videos. This is more important. And we have a forum section dedicated to Excel. Ask your questions. You have some problem of your office, come up and ask in the forums how to solve it. And I invite all members, please solve the questions. It is important. Look, when there is a problem, we just start applying our brains, and that matters a lot. So it is very important. We look forward for you. Be connected, and please invite all your friends in bi-analytics.org. It will be fun. Thank you once again. Good day and excellent day.